Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Have you ever felt like you're standing on the edge of a diving board, wanting to jump into something new, a new career, a new relationship, a new life, but something invisible is holding you back? That invisible force, my friends, is fear. But it's not just one big monster. It's more like a Russian doll, with layers upon layers of smaller fears hiding inside. Today, we're going on a deep dive to uncover these 7 layers of fear and learn how to peel them back one by one to finally overcome our limiting beliefs. Stick with me, because what you learn today could genuinely change the trajectory of your life. So, what are these layers? Let's start with the most superficial one. Layer 1, the fear of discomfort. This is the simplest fear. It's that feeling of, ugh, I don't want to. It's the fear of waking up an hour earlier to go to the gym, or the resistance you feel before making a difficult phone call. It's the voice that says, let's just stay on the couch. It's so much cozier here. For example, imagine you want to learn to play the guitar. The fear of discomfort is what makes your fingers ache and your brain say, this is hard. Let's just watch TV instead. This layer is all about avoiding immediate, minor pain or effort. It's the gatekeeper, the first line of defense that keeps us in our comfort zones. If we push past that initial discomfort, we hit layer 2, the fear of failure. This one is a classic. What if I try and I'm not good at it? What if I invest all this time and money and it doesn't work out? This is the fear that stops you from applying for that dream job because you think you're not qualified enough. It's the fear that keeps your brilliant business idea stuck in a notebook. I remember when I first started this YouTube channel. I was terrified. What if no one watches? What if people leave negative comments? This fear can be paralyzing because it attacks our desire for competence and success. It whispers that it's better not to try at all than to try and fail. Let's say you're brave enough to risk failure. You're ready to fall down and get back up. But then, you encounter layer 3, the fear of rejection. This one is deeply social. We are wired for connection, and the thought of being cast out is terrifying. This is the fear that stops you from asking someone out on a date or from sharing your true opinion in a group discussion. What if they say no? What if they laugh at me? What if they think I'm weird? Think about the artist who's afraid to show their paintings. It's not just about whether the paintings are good, that's fear of failure. It's about, what if people hate them and, by extension, hate me? This fear makes us put on masks and conform, afraid that our authentic selves won't be accepted. Now we're getting deeper. If you can handle rejection, you'll come face to face with layer 4, the fear of judgment. This is similar to rejection but more subtle. It's not just about being pushed away. It's about being negatively evaluated by others. It's the constant worry about what they will think. They could be your parents, your friends, your colleagues, or even complete strangers on the internet. You want to quit your stable corporate job to become a yoga instructor, but you're scared of the judgment. What will my parents say? They'll think I'm throwing my life away. This fear keeps us living lives that look good on paper, but feel empty inside. It's the fear of having our choices, our lifestyles, and our very essence scrutinized and disapproved of. Pushing through that brings us to a really tough one, layer 5, the fear of success. Wait, what? Fear of success? It sounds counterintuitive, but it's incredibly real. What happens if you actually get what you want? With success comes new responsibilities, higher expectations, and more visibility. It's the fear that says, if I get this promotion, I'll have more work and more pressure. Can I handle it? What if I can't maintain this level of success and I end up losing it all? This is also known as imposter syndrome. Imagine finally publishing your best-selling book. The fear of success is the voice that whispers, it was a fluke. I can never write something this good again. Everyone is going to find out I'm a fraud. It's the fear of the new identity that success forces upon you. Okay, we're in the deep end now. Beneath the fear of success lies layer 6, the fear of losing your identity. This is a profound one. We build our identities around our struggles, our jobs, our relationships, and our current circumstances. If you've been the struggling artist for 10 years, what happens when you're no longer struggling? Who are you then? If your identity is tied to being the overweight person who's always on a diet, who are you when you finally reach your health goals? Change, even positive change, can feel like a death of the old self. This fear asks, if I am not this person I've always been, then who am I? It can be so strong that we sabotage our own progress just to hold on to the familiar sense of self, no matter how limiting it is. And finally, we arrive at the core, the center of the Russian doll. Layer 7, the fear of the unknown. This is the ultimate foundational fear from which all other fears spring. We are creatures of habit who crave certainty. The unknown is, by its very nature, uncertain, unpredictable, and uncontrollable. It's the black void. Quitting your job, ending a long-term relationship, moving to a new country, all of these things throw you into the unknown. We don't fear failure or rejection in a vacuum. We fear them because we don't know what comes after. We don't know if we'll be okay. The fear of the unknown is the fear of life itself, with all its randomness and lack of guarantees. It's the final boss of all fears. So how do we dismantle this? The key isn't to become fearless. That's impossible. The key is to act despite the fear. Start small. To beat the fear of discomfort, do one small, uncomfortable thing each day. Take a cold shower. Wake up 15 minutes earlier. To beat the fear of failure, reframe it. See failure not as an endpoint, but as data. It's feedback on what to do differently next time. Every successful person has a mountain of failures behind them. To overcome the fear of rejection and judgment, you need to build a strong sense of self-worth that isn't dependent on external validation. Surround yourself with a small circle of people who support you unconditionally. Realize that someone else's opinion of you is just that, an opinion. It's not the truth. To tackle the fears of success and losing your identity, practice mindfulness and self-awareness. Get comfortable with the idea that you are constantly evolving. Your identity is not a fixed statue, it's a flowing river. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small, and allow yourself to grow into your newfound success. Journaling can be a powerful tool here to explore who you are becoming. And for the ultimate fear, the fear of the unknown, the only way to conquer it is to embrace curiosity and adventure. See the unknown not as a terrifying void, but as a space of infinite possibility. Take one small step into it, then another. Each step you take builds trust in yourself. Trust that no matter what happens, you will be able to handle it. You build the parachute on the way down. Peeling back these layers is a journey, not a destination. It requires courage, patience, and a lot of self-compassion. But on the other side of that fear is the life you were meant to live, a life of purpose, freedom, and authenticity. It's a life where you are not held back by invisible chains, but are free to jump off that diving board and see where the water takes you. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive today. I hope this breakdown of the 7 layers of fear has given you a new perspective and some practical tools to start your own journey. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. Share it with someone who you think needs to hear this message. And of course, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you do not miss our future explorations into living a more conscious and fulfilling life. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Which layer of fear do you struggle with the most? Let's continue the conversation down there. Until next time, be brave and be kind to yourself. Bye for now.